Greetings, my friends. James Jordan, Best Networker Live, coming to you today with this inspired video. Because as you can see, I just have a fresh haircut. I feel really bald right now, right? Because I let myself get a little woofy because I get really productive the more facial hair I have because I feel like I'm old, right? Because as a 26-year-old that looks more like he's 12, right? People never never know how old I am, right? And they always look at me as a kid, right? So it's a blessing, and I appreciate it because I know when I get old, I'll still look pretty young. So I'm happy about that. But I wanted to come to you today very quickly because I'm in work mode, I'm in biz mode, and I wanted to share some value with you before I got into deep concentration of study and implementation mode because I'm inspired today. I'm excited. I have been letting go of a lot of past events and emotions. I've been releasing these things through different methods. I'll share a little bit about that in this video and I want you to pay close attention to this video. I want you to get rid of any and all distractions. Shut off your cell phone. If you're watching this on your cell phone, then continue to watch it, obviously. But get rid of Facebook right now if you're watching this on my actual blog, obviously, because this is where I'm sending traffic to, right? But don't pay attention to Facebook. Don't pay attention to anything else right now. I want you to give 100% focus and attention to my words in this video as you're watching it right now, because there is a breakthrough that is going to transpire as long as you watch this entire video. How do I know that? Because what I'm sharing with you has allowed me to go out and have tremendous amounts of breakthroughs over the course of these past couple weeks, right? And as I share these things, and I'm also going to share some internet marketing stuff with you as well, because I want you to get some meaty content as well. But what I really want you to know and understand is that your mind is the weapon, right? So to speak, the arsenal, the weapon that you need to tune up in order to go out and create the results that you want for yourself, my friends. Because when you start to align yourself with your true purpose in life, when you start to let go of past events, when you start to forgive those that hurt you and forgive those that has done nasty things to you, or people that you're related to or that you're friends with, etc., when you start cleaning and clearing those things, that is when you really start to step into who you are, right? Step into your true self, right? Your inner self, your higher power, your higher being, right? Because you are a powerful person, right? But right now, you're probably not as powerful as you can be because you're holding on to past events, you're holding on to bad business deals that you did before, or mentors who ditched you and left you behind, or maybe it was a parent, right? I had to get over the fact that my dad was a drug addict. And it took me a long time to get over that, right? I had to get over the fact that I didn't have a very close relationship with my mom over the course of my teenage years because I was so withdrawn from my dad leaving me when I was about 9 years old because of his drug problem, right? So I had all these issues, right, that I never was really addressing, and I was always trying to mask it on the surface by continuing to go to personal development events and not really dealing with the issues that I had, and join this business and join that business and do this and then do that. And it just led me to go down a spiral of negativity and frustration, which would lead me to have peaks and valleys, peaks and valleys, peaks and valleys in my business. But my business was so inconsistently inconsistent that I had to really start looking at myself, and I was like, well, James, there's some tactical things that you need to do, right, in order to go out and create the results that you want. But what's really holding you back? What really is causing you not to have the breakthrough that you want for yourself right now, right? And I realized that it was my thinking, because when you have stinking thinking, it gets you nowhere, right? But once you start to lower the resistance of what's going on right now and be present, right? Enjoying this very moment as you're watching this video, being 100% in tune and in sync with my words and what it is that I'm sharing with you. Because the moment that you do that, the moment that you decide to be completely present with what it is I'm sharing with you right now, that is where you have a transformation. That is where you have a breakthrough, and that's where you can start shifting and manifesting the things that you want for yourself. And if you've been paying attention to my blog, this may be the first time you're ever seeing one of my videos, but if you've been paying attention to bestnetworkerlive.com, what you have been seeing is you have been seeing me talk more about mindset, talk more about paradigm shifts, talk more about clearing and letting things go, right? I was listening to a Joe Vitale audio called the abundance paradigm, and I've also been listening to his other audio called Instant Manifestation, and there's something that he said that I absolutely agree with, right? You see, a lot of people talk about intentions, and intentions are powerful, but most of the time intentions come from your ego, right? So what he said, and I thought it was absolutely true, he said letting go is more important than intentions. Now, intentions are important. I'm not dismissing setting intentions, writing things down, your goals, your wants, your desires, putting out a specific date, right, and what you're willing to do in order to go out and achieve that intention that you're setting, right? Because this is part of what's inside of Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. You definitely want to read this book. I've read this book at least 3 or 4 times. I'm reading it again, right? And as soon as I'm done with it, I'm probably going to go read another book just to, take some of this information out and put some new information in. Then we're going to go right back to this book again, right? Like I recommended this book to 2 or 3 people today. I believe 2 people, right? That I had personally known, that I had talked to, that I've never really talked to about business. I was like, look, listen, millionaires told me to read this book, so I'm telling you to read it, right? Regardless if you want to be a millionaire or not, read Think and Grow Rich. That's exactly what I was saying to them. But back to my point about letting go, right? Because you can set all the intentions in the world, if you haven't let go of the past and you're holding on to it, it will stop you in your tracks. How do I know? Because I realized that there was a lot of unconscious beliefs that I was holding on to from past events, right? And I wasn't consistently working on my mind. I knew all this knowledge about SEO marketing, Instagram, right, Facebook, YouTube, pay-per-click marketing, solo ad marketing, email marketing, article marketing, right? Because I've been marketing online since 2007, right? I got started in internet marketing about 2007 and got involved in network marketing in 2006. And so as far as the knowledge went, I had known more than enough to go out and get results, to the point where even if I had no contact with anyone over the course of the next 90 days, I could still go out and implement different strategies in my business and find different things that would work, right? Because I had this mindset of when I'm clear, when I'm focused, right? When I set intentions and when I've let go and I decide to be in the present moment and continue to focus on my goals and my desires and have persistence, right? And live every day like it's my last, I always go out and get results, right? And I sat there and had to look at myself and I said, James, what is causing you to get out of that space and out of that state of mind, and then what causes you to get into it, right? Well, having focused attention and definiteness of purpose, right, what it is that you're looking to accomplish and focusing on that is very, very key in order for you to go out and have a breakthrough, right? Because I could talk to you about YouTube marketing, I could talk to you about Facebook, I could talk to you about Instagram, I could talk to you about blogging and search engine optimization, but if you're not right up here, if the screws are loose up here and you haven't tightened the screws so that you can work and that you can focus, right, and that you can be in alignment with your true self and your higher self so that the little stuff and the fear doesn't get in your way, then whatever I tell you about all the technical stuff really will not help you, right? Think about that. In our marketplace, a lot of people are always talking about traffic and lead generation, right? And to a degree, it is relevant. But what I can tell you right now, the people in network marketing and that have massive internet marketing businesses, right, their mindset is on a whole nother level, right? And that's what I realized and understood, because I started to look at my mentors and different people that I follow, right? What's the difference between Tony Robbins, for example, and a guy who's been in personal development as a coach, as a mentor, a life coach, so to speak, and they're barely being able to get by, right? There's a shift, there's a paradigm shift in mindset, and there's a consistency in what they do on a daily basis that causes them to go out and get results, right? And that's why you got to know and understand that your success, what's going on in your life right now, is all coming from your unconscious beliefs. Because you can sit here and think consciously all freaking day, I want to be successful, I want to be successful, I will be successful, I will be successful, I'm willing to do whatever it takes, I'm willing to do whatever it takes, and then yet you sit there and you're not doing whatever it takes, right? And a big part of you feels that you're not successful, you're not worthy of success, you don't deserve success. You have all these unconscious beliefs that you're not even aware of until you really start to do some cleaning, right? So there's different things that you can do as far as being able to clean yourself. You can do prayer, you can do meditation, you could do Ho'oponopono, which is a spiritual practice that Joe Vitale talks about in the book Zero Limits. I would also recommend reading the greatest manifestation principle in the world. I forgot the guy's name. I don't want to butcher his name, But you definitely need to read that book. I did shoot a video about that, I believe a couple days ago. I don't know if I put it up on the blog, but I know I put it up on YouTube. But all these different breakthroughs and all these different shifts, right? And I realized that a lot of the time when I was operating in my business, I wasn't loving the process. I wasn't loving myself. I wasn't loving what I was doing, and I wasn't really focusing on my why, my core strategies, the reason why I was doing these different things. And the moment I read that and the greatest manifestation principle in the world, it really changed my mind. I started to realize that I had a lot of love for myself, right? That I love God and God loves me and I am a representation of Him, right? And by me sharing it and demonstrating that love to people, it allows the abundance and prosperity to be open to me, right? And by me knowing this and me sharing this with other people, it allows them to be open to the abundance and prosperity, and everything starts flowing more and more. You see, there are people in this world that are not going to have a breakthrough until you do, right? And I've said this before, right? And I kind of got away from it, but I want you to know and understand I can talk to as many people as I possibly can, right, in this world. And there's only going to be a finite amount of people, right, that I personally talk to that are going to transform and have their breakthrough, because my purpose is to inspire and transform them by sharing a story, or speaking to them one-on-one, or them finding one of my videos or my blog posts, or connecting with me on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, LinkedIn, wherever, however we connect. There's a reason and a purpose behind it every single time, right? And I know that. And I know that the people that I help transform, right? And this can include you once you make the decision to transform and do whatever it takes to go out and live your dreams, right? The people that I help transform are going to go out and help other people. And that's why I constantly sit here and say a lot of people have this poverty mindset when it comes to, building an internet marketing business, network marketing, building a team, building a downline, so to speak, right? And here's the reality situation. There's an abundance of people in the world, right? There's an abundance of people for you to connect with, right? And there's tens of millions of people in this industry, regardless of what someone tells you about internet marketing and network marketing and BizOp, because guess what, right? When you actually do the numbers, you realize that there are so many people who are interested in starting a business, operating a business, having a successful business, right? And implementing strategies so that they can get to a place where they only work 4 hours a week, right? If you haven't read the 4 Hour Work Week, you definitely need to get that book by Tim Ferriss. I love that book. It was an inspiration to me. I actually had a breakthrough after reading that book when I was about 20 years old. I read that book, and then I came out of that book like a madman, and I was getting more results and working less, right? So I definitely recommend that you use it as well. And what happened next was that I just started taking action, right? And I took action so that I could work less, right? And a lot of you are sitting here saying, well, how do I get results? And how do I do this? And how do I do that? Listen, all the technical stuff is there for you, right? There's products, there's training, there's resources all around you. If you really need that sort of direction, feel free to message me. Feel free to shoot me a message, leave a comment on this video or this blog post, however you're watching it. Connect with me on Facebook, YouTube, wherever. And just ask me those questions. I definitely can point you in the right direction. But what I really want you to know and understand is that your mindset is the key. You got to think and grow rich, right? But here's also what's important, is that you got to take action, you got to take consistent action, and you got to get around a mentor. You got to have a mentor. You got to have someone that can coach you, right, that you can get in contact with, that can show you what you need to do to go out and get the results that you seek. Because if you're sitting here trying to do everything by yourself, right, which I have been guilty of, it is a struggle, and it's a poverty lack mentality, because there's an abundance of people that can help you, and you know exactly who it is that you need to connect with in order to go out and get a result. It may be myself, it may be someone else, right? But if you do feel in your heart of hearts and in your core and in your soul and in your spirit and in your own mental desires that you do feel that you need to connect with me in some way or capacity, feel free to reach out to me, because I'm here for you. That's why I'm here for you. That's why I'm shooting this video for you. And this message is specifically for you so that you can transform and have a breakthrough, so that you can go out and start tapping into your limitless potential every day. And I mean every day, and I mean every day. Not once a week, not once a year. I'm talking about every single day, because that is what I'm here for, to help you and unlock that potential within you and give you the keys to the kingdom so that you can put the key in the doorknob, turn it, and then boom, an abundance of overflow of whatever it is that you want and desire in your life comes directly to you, because I want to show you how to do that. Because when you get in this moment, right, when you become present in this moment, that is when you have stepped into your power, right? And you have to make a decision as to whether or not you're going to do that right now, my friend. You see, below this video, there's a link, right, where you can personally connect with me, right? You may be watching this on my blog, and you may see a box to the left or the right, because I never know, because I just shoot the video, right, where you can join my newsletter and learn more about me and how I can help you grow your business, right? Or you may already be on my list, right, because I'm sending this out to my list as well. And I can tell you right now that, listen, get off your ass and do something, right? Get off the butt and do something, because I'm telling you, when you make that decision that you're just going to do whatever it takes, what happens is the universe conspires to give you everything that you require to go out and do it, right? You know, my mentors have been reaching out to me more often than ever, right? Why? Because I made a decision that I was going to have a breakthrough, right? That I was going to take my business to the next level. And what I want to share with you is that there is a next level for you, and it's possible, and you can do it, and you can do it in a much shorter period of time than you think it is possible. But I could tell you right now, if you continue to do what you've been doing, you're going to get the same results, right? And I could tell you from experience that sucks, right? And the real question that you really want to ask yourself as I wrap up this video right now is, are you in the winner circle, right? Are you ready to win? Do you want to be in the winner circle, right? Are you ready to step into the winner circle? Are you ready to be around winners, right? Because if you do, and your decision when I ask you those particular questions is yes, then make a decision to go below this video, click the link wherever it tells you to click, and do what it tells you to do on the very next page, and make a decision that now is your time, that this is your time, that you're going to step into your power, you're going to tap into your limitless potential every day, right? And that you're going to go out and help other people do the same and create their success story, so that your success story becomes super simple and super easy, my friend. I love you and appreciate you, and God bless you. I just wanted to come to you today with this quick message, because I'm in go mode. Like, this is a night where I'm probably going to get very little sleep because I'm excited, and as you can tell from this video, I'm pretty jazzed up because I know I'm going to go out and help a lot of people. The real question is, are you going to be one of those people? Are you going to be one of those people that I'm laughing and giggling, drinking, and sipping champagne on the beach with as we're out talking about all the success that we've been able to create together and help other people create that same success as well? Are you going to be one of those people that's still sitting behind your computer not taking action, right? You really got to ask yourself that question, because if you're ready to get into the winner circle, come join me. I love you and appreciate you, and God bless you. Watch me like you watch TV and watch your income grow massively, my friend. James Jordan, best networker alive. Let's lock arms. Let's join forces. Let's go out and create your success story today, right now, my friend. Go below this video, click the link, do what it tells you to do, take massive action, and plug in. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.